live in 3, 2, and 1.
This Can't Stop. And this is Greg T Live.
We are coming to you live from the Catena Mercedes-Benz showroom. I wanted to say theater because it's so beautiful. For the Catena Mercedes-Benz showroom in Edison, New Jersey, right here on Route 1. I don't know where all of you guys are at, but if you're passing through New Jersey, there's no way you can possibly pass by and not notice this beautiful showroom where Catena is. Today's show sponsor is Danino's Pizza. Of course, Danino's found in Staten Island, right across from the original Ralph's Ices, right? And then now they do have their own stores in Brick and in Aberdeen, New Jersey. I'm Greg T. Welcome aboard to episode number 2. This is Garrett.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
They let us back.
Yes, they did. You know, they really enjoyed everything. Honest to God, I spoke to the guys afterwards.
Kill the music.
You want to kill the music?
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I want to hear you.
You want to?
I want to hear you.
So I spoke to them afterwards.
Yeah.
And they were pleasantly surprised on how everything went, and it was a lot of fun. My nerves were super high on episode 1, and the emotions, of course, got crazy when we had that surprise guest show up.
You could say his name. It's
Elvis
not a surprise.
Duran.
It's not a surprise anymore.
When Elvis Duran showed up,
the surprise is over.
So did you know that he was coming?
I had no idea. I had no idea. Apparently, everybody that we work with had an idea, but
yeah.
I guess that's what the point of a surprise is.
So I had no clue whatsoever, and that was a very, very emotional time for me to see him there since everything went down. So it was nice. It was really great that he was there, and I appreciate that. That support was amazing.
Though when you said went down,
well, I don't know how else to say it.
The conspiracy theories went from 0 to 60 very quickly online. Just the simple words of "I haven't seen you since everything went down." It sounds like you two had a falling out, or the possibilities of you just upping and leaving. There's so many conspiracy theories just based off of the words of everything that went down. Because no one knows what went down. No one will know what went down.
Well,
you kind of left it out there.
I have been promised that there will be a time where I can completely come clean and we can actually address it and talk about it and everything. But right now, that is still not that time. But I have been promised that there will be a time. So
overall, how would you rate your experience last week?
The experience last week, I would say that I was at a 6+, maybe a 7. I really
out of 10.
Out of 10. I was definitely not even anywhere close to a 10. I feel so much better even today.
You seem calmer than you did last week.
Absolutely. I feel like this is going to be much more, in line with, how we want to plan this podcast for the next, for all these Mondays. And again, it's every Monday at 11 a.m. And if you want to be a part of the live audience, you're more than welcome to be here every single Monday at 11 right here at Catena Mercedes-Benz showroom in Edison, New Jersey. Stop on by. Hey, this is an incredible day, to be honest with you, right? So not only is it Martin Luther King Day, schools are closed. So our guests today will be, my family will be here today.
The big booking. The big booking.
I swear, last week we said that we do have a list of guests that will be on the show. And we do. We really do. Matter of fact, today I was talking to somebody here at Catena who confirmed that there are there's 2 professional athletes that will be stopping by in the next couple of weeks. Okay. And there is another pseudo-celeb that will be stopping by as well.
What a slap
I don't know how to
face.
say it.
How do you say pseudo-celeb and then they're going to come here and say, hey, you're pseudo?
I guess, what really makes a celebrity?
You're a pseudo radio star.
I am nothing. I don't look at myself that way.
You're a pseudo-influencer. How does that feel?
I don't know how to say it, about these people. We all know what a celebrity is, right?
We're not getting Brad Pitt. All right, let's be honest.
So it's not a Brad Pitt, right? Somebody else.
We're not getting Clooney.
Right. No, we're not getting Clooney. No, we're not.
DiCaprio, maybe.
Oh my God, it would be so great, those names. But yeah, no, none of those names. But it will be somebody that people know. They recognize. I love that, being in a showroom
Do I have
where
to move my car?
Alarms go off and everything. This is great.
I feel like we have to move the car, when someone's honking at you, come on, get out of here. You're blocking the driveway.
So listen, it's going to be a lot of fun. And that was another thing that Catena was talking to me about was, which week would we like to, focus on one of their vehicles, go inside. We can actually podcast from inside one of the vehicles.
All right.
I'm
sure our camera crew will love that.
I said to him, I said, well, Garrett's pretty creative. I bet you can come up with some great ideas to do with some of your very expensive vehicles that we have here.
Yeah, no, of course.
Some of these, $200,000 vehicles would be great if we could just, drive up to McDonald's and just, grab a burger, eat in the car. I mean, do people that own $200,000 vehicles eat McDonald's in the car?
Oh, of course they do. You
think they do?
They have some great people that work here at Ray Catena.
No, I get that.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know how my mind works.
Yeah.
We put one of them in for a test drive with us.
Yeah.
And we just do errands with them.
Like go to Costco?
And we don't tell them what we're doing.
That would be great. But
we don't tell them. We can't tell them.
Gotcha. All right. Listen, I think that the two of us together will come up with some really good ideas. All right. Now, without any further ado, every single Monday, right about this time, we want to give away our very first prize. And that includes you guys at home watching us, or if you guys are listening to us then, it's also going to include you all. So without any further ado, let's do our first giveaway. Come on.
Here we go.
All right. So, I love it. Car alarms. It's great. Love Ray Catena Mercedes-Benz. All right, so our very first giveaway, this is pretty neat. It is a arena. It is called NXGN.
You're giving away an arena.
No, we're not giving an arena away. We're going to give away two $50 gift cards for you to go to NXGN, and it is in Edgewater, New Jersey. It's really beautiful. Right on the water, overlooks the city skyline. It's really beautiful. It's at 43 The Promenade, and I was there recently. I had a walkthrough when they were actually building it, constructing it, and then to see it come to life. It is such an amazing place. Right now, like you would think that's only kids that are going there. He's booked out already for like people that are having 40-year-old birthday parties, 50-year-old birthday parties because they want to do something different. This is not just laser tag. It's like laser tag on steroids, and it has these VR rooms where you can go in and sit down. You put these glasses on, right? And you're in these rooms where these chairs are like wobbling and moving around. So when you're watching these VR movies, you feel the vibrations of what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
you are the perfect person to see something for the first time. Like you are like a child seeing things for the first time.
I was amazed.
Like you still have child's eyes.
Well, listen,
you know what I mean? Like
yes, because it's like everything.
The shock on your face when you see something new that you have never experienced in your life is as if like a child walking into Disney World for the first time.
Okay, so I don't play laser tag that often, right?
Really?
So for me to go there and see this, so when you get in there, you go into a locker room where they have all the rifles for laser tag. You get this, I don't know, like this a vest that you put on, camouflage.
Of course.
You go in. Now the back area has been designed like New York City. So you're like it's really, really gritty.
You're easily startled. You would not be a good laser tag player.
All right, listen.
You get easily startled at the littlest of things.
All right, so here's how you guys are going to win the two $50 gift cards to NXGN. What I want you to do is I want you to go to Greg T Live on Instagram, and I want you to message me, but you have to message me these 4 letters. NXGN.
That's it. NXGN.
That's right, Garrett. That's right. And then you will be randomly selected. And then this coming Thursday, I will take to Greg T Live and I will announce the winner. And you'll be going out to NXGN, the Next Gen Arena in Edgewater. Enjoy yourselves. So 2 $50 gift cards up for grabs. So thank you very much to Next Gen.
And if you're not from Edgewater, New Jersey, or anywhere in North Jersey, find your way to get there.
Right, exactly.
There is no transportation provided. We are not. We're not paying for flights.
It's well worth the ride.
More Ubers. You figure it out.
All right, I get it.
We got to tell this. You pick a winner, knowing you.
Do you really think people are going to think I'm driving them there? Come on.
You never know. You got to put it out there.
Oh my goodness. How
many lawsuits do you need?
Hey, listen. Last week I was trying to find this sound effect that I have here, right? Yeah. So, because I know how you guys want to rip on me from time to time. So
very easy.
I had it preloaded so that I'd be in control of it, ready to go. So here it goes. I think that's kind of fitting. You like that? I think it's perfect. So when everybody goes crazy on me, I'm just gonna sit back and.
I feel like that's what goes through your head sometimes.
That is what goes on, because it's complete pandemonium. That's what happens. And so I've got that loaded up. I found it. Nothing like trying to find it when you're live on the podcast.
Like I said, you're very calmer than you are last week. You could see a total difference.
You know what? I had a lot of time to digest how last week's episode went, and there was first of all, I want to say to everybody that subscribed to our podcast,
which was a lot.
I was surprised. I was very nervous that nobody would subscribe. I was shocked at the numbers on how the podcast did on episode 1. I really was.
You literally have the numbers in your hand, and you see people commenting and subscribing, and you still don't believe it. That's the thing I don't know about. Like, I don't get about you. You see the hardcore evidence right in front of your face, and you go, I don't believe it.
I don't know why. I'm like that. You're right. I see the physical evidence, but I'm kind of like, nah, that's not really how it is. But yeah, it really did well. So continue to view us on YouTube. Tell all your friends and continue to subscribe. We have a lot of fun shows ahead of us. Matter of fact, next week we have a guest. Next week, the owner of Eat Clean Bro will be here. You've seen his billboards all over the tri-state area. I mean, think about what he did. He started out just him and his wife. Building a little tiny company. I can't wait for him to tell you the story and how Jamie did it. And now he decided to put his name, out there, Eat Clean Bro, and all these billboards. That was the only advertising he did. And then the company just took off and became like a smash hit success.
Kind of like you and your wife.
Yeah.
Start a little company.
Start a little company, Greg T Media, and this is how, and it becomes this. That's right. Yeah. So, and as we're getting on, in the second half of the podcast, we are going to introduce you to my wife, Trish, who's here, and my 2 daughters. They had no school today because it's Martin Luther King Day. So they came by to support, which is great. And also, it's the inauguration.
Yep. A lot going on right now.
It is. For myself.
We're competing with the president right now.
Okay. I'm not going to get political. You'll never find politics on this podcast. I just never thought, that I couldn't imagine him, President Trump winning a second term.
He did.
With all the drama that was surrounding him, that to me, like I had friends and family like, you wait, he's going to win. And it wasn't that I didn't want him to win or didn't want him to win. It wasn't anything like that at all.
It was hard to see.
It was hard to imagine. I kept on saying, there's so much drama around him. Like, how are people really seeing it? But people did. And so today is definitely a historic day, no matter what. It really is.
I mean, so as we're recording this,
could you imagine that he was going to win his second term?
No, honestly, no. But just the prestige of it all. Like, so
right.
it's like, you're moving out of your rented apartment and you're giving it to the new owners.
Yeah.
That like literally that's what's going on. Like, President Biden standing on the front step of the White House.
Yeah.
President Trump comes in, he hands him over the keys. And it's like, here's what you need to do. Keep the thermostat at 70.
Just the way that you're keep the thermostat at 70. Even the way you're describing it, there's just so much drama around him that I have to see it later on today to believe it. Even I just still can't get over that he really won. That's great. Congratulations. There's no political nothing in here whatsoever that I'm saying. It was just hard to imagine it was going to happen. That's all.
Here's what's going to make you nervous. Nothing. It's my issue is the amount of influencers that are now have easy access to the White House. We're talking Jake and Logan Paul. We're talking Conor McGregor. We're talking
these are all good people.
Correct, but they literally have the code to get into the White House now. They have the front gate code to get into the White House.
I'm lucky I have the code to my own house, my own garage door.
You name a UFC fighter, they're in the White House. Like any on any given day, someone that is a YouTuber, which is us now,
right.
Has access into the most prestigious place in all of the land. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing. And that is pretty amazing to think about it like that. You really broke it down.
You know what I was thinking too last night?
Yeah.
Your wife and one of your daughters is away.
Yeah.
So President Biden, sleeping in the White House for the last time.
Right.
Night. You think he turns to the vice president and goes
100? Yeah.
No, not the vice president.
His wife?
The first wife.
Absolutely.
And goes.
Of course.
One more time?
Are you joking me? There's so many things you'd want to do one last time at the White House.
One more time?
Please. One last time for I would have a crazy list of all the things that I would want to do one last time before I left that White House. Absolutely.
Like, what would be the
I think they all do it.
You're the president of the United States, which is scary within itself.
Oh, that's very good. Am I the president? Hold on a second.
Let
me go get that for you. Hold on. As I'm the president of the United States.
Not anymore. You're on your way out.
Right. Okay.
You did your 4 years. You would only be 4 years. Very loud. You did 4 years. You're handing over the keys to the White House to the next incoming president. What is the
We the people of the United States of America.
You already did that stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
You're on your way out.
Okay.
What is the absolute last thing you do in the White House?
I call everybody in.
No. Last thing you do.
Yeah.
All right, this is
I'm calling my whole entire staff in.
Yep.
Everybody. I'm in the Oval Office.
Yep.
I'm going
Behind the desk?
I'm going to stand on the desk. And I'm going to pull my pants down and moon everybody is what I'm going to do.
That is the last thing you're doing.
Because I don't know how many presidents have mooned their whole entire staff in the Oval Office.
Well, I mean,
think it's pretty historic, don't you think?
You wouldn't be the first to drop your pants in the White House.
Oh, that's great, Garrett. If I only had the ding ding, that's great. Hey, listen, I'm surprised there's one thing that you didn't mention.
What's
my beard. Why didn't you mention my beard?
You want to talk about?
Listen, I like my beard. What do you not like it?
No.
Why have you not mentioned it?
Because it's weird.
Why is it weird?
First off, this is the most hair you've had on your head probably since high school.
That is true. That is true. I'm not a very hairy person.
And it looks like you have cleaned it up a little bit. So is this your new look? Like so is this a whole new you?
Well,
new podcast.
So I saw a TV show.
What TV show?
Virgin River.
Get the hell out of here.
Wait, are you watching it?
I've watched it. Is this what inspired you?
Everybody's watching it. Hold on, this is crazy.
No, everybody has seen it.
I didn't see it. I've never seen it before. I was sitting home and I had some time because I have a lot of time on my hands these days. So I'm watching Netflix and I'm like, what is this show they keep on putting onto my screen? Virgin River. What is this? So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. So I gave it a whirl.
So you and Trish sat down. For
No.
the first time to watch it.
Thank God my wife is here. We're gonna bring her in just a second. So I turned it on and I started watching it. I wanted to see what this whole thing was about. Again, Netflix Virgin River. Has everybody seen it? Message me at Greg T Live if you've never seen it or you have. I want to hear your thoughts about it. Okay, you've seen it? Have you seen it?
Has anybody seen this thing
6
called
seasons.
The newspaper? Everybody, 6 seasons. It's not like it just came out yesterday.
Where was I during 6 seasons of this?
I ask you, where were you?
Oh my God. So I gave this thing a try. Virgin River on Netflix. I am addicted to it. So I'm sitting there on the couch watching
addicted,
it.
You decided to change your look.
I'm growing a beard. Well, because what's his name? What's the main the character's name? Is it Jack? Jack Spar? Jack. So Jack's like, he's all rugged, like he's got cool hair, and he wears like his flannels.
Where's your puffy vest?
I want to grow my hair, I think.
No,
I do.
No.
I think I want to grow my hair and look like Jack. I think he looks so cool.
You think you could get that hair?
Well, it would take me a while. I haven't had hair on my head in years, so it would definitely take me a long time, for sure.
You would not get that hair.
What are you why would I not? If you let hair grow, it's going to grow like that.
Science.
What are you talking about? I'm not like scientifically bald. I'm bald because I choose to be bald. But my hair will grow. My hair will grow. I'm not scientifically bald.
A chia pet has more of a chance of growing in that hair.
Oh my gosh!
You do.
You know what? I would debate you on that. But so anyway, so I saw the thing and I'm watching it. So my wife Trish, she's in the kitchen, and she hears it, and she comes around the corner and she goes, "Hey, you watching Virgin River?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, you got to be great. We're gonna watch this." So she says to me, "Oh, I've seen it all." I said, "What? 6 seasons?
It just came out.
Wait,
it just came out.
But here's the thing. How does my own wife not tell me that she's watched Virgin River 6 seasons and not once has she ever even said, not at dinner, not at bed, not at lunch, not sitting in the car, not going for some errands, not once has she ever said, hey, you got to check out this brand new TV series called Virgin River. She held back on me.
Well, I mean.
Is that crazy?
She's allowed to have something of hers.
Well,
you can't.
Oh,
that's not a car alarm.
No, that's not a car alarm. That is our alarm for our
where to go.
But let me finish this and we'll get into our where to goes in a second. We have some sponsors that we have to get to in 1 second. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
She's allowed to have her own thing. Like, she doesn't have to share every little thing, including a TV show.
Okay, I get that she can do that, and we're going to interview her in just a little bit on the other side of our sponsors.
No, you're going to attack her.
Well, I'm not going to. I don't attack. I don't attack.
You're going to attack over the fact that she watched the show without you.
Well, I just find it weird. If you're married, you're in a marriage. There's not much that you don't know about each other. How does she watch 6 seasons? This is not like 1 episode or 2 episodes. We're talking 6 seasons.
Yep.
How do you watch 6 seasons?
Including, did you watch the Christmas special?
No, don't ask her now. We're gonna
watch the Christmas special.
We're gonna bring her on. We're gonna bring her on. We're gonna bring her on.
They had a Christmas special.
Oh my gosh! Come on, we're gonna bring her on. We're gonna find out. But how do you go and watch 6 seasons and and we sit face to face at dinner? At dinner every night.
Ella, you watch it too?
Stop it! Come on, wait. We're gonna get to this.
Your own family.
We're gonna get to this.
Did the dog watch it?
Oh my God!
The dog watched it.
All right,
you're the only one in your house.
Without any further ado, it's that time. It is sponsorship time. Sponsorship time. And we do want to say thank you to every single one of our sponsors. Of course, today's show sponsor is sponsored by Danino's. Like you said, Danino's. Where, Garrett, you grew up going to Danino's.
Grew up, that was...
Would you think that's the first slice of pizza you ever had was at Danino's, growing up at Staten Island?
I would say so.
Yeah?
And you know what? It was a staple.
It was.
Like, you hear Danino's, you automatically know Staten Island. And as we grew, as you grew, we all grew. They grew as well. You know, they decided, you know what? Let's share this, not just with the people of Staten Island, but as many people as possible.
Let me tell you one little story. When my wife was pregnant, right, and we used to live in Bayonne, New Jersey.
I remember that.
Every Sunday, she would make me drive over the Bayonne Bridge into Staten Island to go get Danino's pizza so she could eat it while she was pregnant.
You would pay a toll just to get pizza.
Well, that'll be another story we'll talk to her about. All right, so thank you very much to today's show sponsor is Danino's. Also,
thank you, Mike.
Here, and of course, that is where to go.
Where to go.
Where to go.
Yep.
Where to go.
Anyway, here's the second where to go. It is Jersey Freeze ice cream. Again, you gotta love Jersey Freeze ice cream. They're right there in Freehold, New Jersey at the Freehold Circle. That place, since 1952, they established that.
Oh, wow.
So the way it looks today does not the way it looked like in 1952.
Imagine if it did, though. Like they were ahead of their time.
That's right. And I think last week I even said to you, last week, they have a restaurant.
Right.
Which is, like, the cheesesteaks, fantastic. Who knew that you can go get yourself a cheesesteak and a great thing of ice cream all in one place?
Is this the place where you told me about the ice cream sandwiches?
They have gluten-free.
Yeah.
So for everybody that's gluten-free, so again, my wife, you know what? She's like a huge star. She's sitting on the side of us right now.
Every sentence has ended with my wife.
I didn't want to do that. But so she's gluten-free. You have to eat gluten-free.
Yes.
So Jersey Freeze has gluten-free options, which is hard to come by with a lot of ice cream stores. And by the way, it is the gluten-free chocolate chip sandwich.
A chipwich.
Oh, dude. So good. Like, you have no idea that it's gluten-free.
Right.
It's, dude, absolutely fantastic.
I love doing that taste test with friends that are like, when they hear gluten-free, they're like, oh,
it's so good.
And then they eat it and they're like, why are you staring at me?
You have no idea.
Because you just had a gluten-free chipwich.
I'm telling you, I go there quite often now. Now that I know that they sell gluten-free options, we go there quite often. I swear.
It's like you live around the corner.
Well, we do live around the corner. But it's hard to find places that have a lot of gluten-free options. So when you find one, it's like you go there all the time. So, of course, Jersey Freeze, that is where to go. Where to go. Okay, next, last but not least, we have Livodi's. Now, let's start off by saying that Livodi's last week, they catered this entire podcast.
Oh, yeah. You know what happened by the end of the podcast? No, it was almost like we hit stop.
Right.
And then everybody converged.
Yeah, that's right.
On the food.
Because everybody was waiting until we were done to go eat.
Like, we could not even put down our headphones.
Well, the funny thing
by the time, there was a line wrapped around Mercedes.
So, funny thing about Catena. So, when I got here today, Doug Wells, who we met last week in last week's episode 1 of Greg T Live, we met Doug Wells, the general manager here. So, Doug says to me this morning, he goes, "Hey, where's the food around here? We're not eating today." And I said, Doug,
you have one job. They give you this whole showroom, you can't bring food.
Well, to be honest, we really did have somebody that wanted to come in, and I was the one that put it off. I just felt bad. I didn't want to make somebody come in. We got a lot of snow in the area today.
Right.
So I didn't want to make somebody have to, if you're going to cater, right? These caterers are going to their store early. They are going to get all their stuff together. Then they're going to come here. They're going to be here 7 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want to do that to somebody. So, but anyway, last week, next week we'll have somebody for sure. So Livodi's last week, they catered the entire place. It was incredible. You can check them out. Livodi's.
Eyes closed. They have 5 locations. Where are they?
5 locations. They are in Marlboro, Brick, Aberdeen, Middletown. Oh my God. Hold on. I said Brick. Aberdeen. Freehold. Home of Bruce Springsteen.
English Town. You literally wrote down English Town, so do not debate me on the fact.
Because you know what it is? Everybody knows Lavodi's is in Marlboro, but really I think their mailing address is English Town. We have to check that.
You literally wrote it, so you're going to argue.
I'll tell you what they want to do, which is great. This. So Lavodi's, I sat down and talked to them, and the owner was like, hey, listen, I don't mind, sponsoring your podcast, and I really want to do that. He's like, but can't we do something where, you take one of our recipes or you come up with a recipe, you cook it for your family, and then we kind of had like the Lavodi's recipe of the week that you can cook for your whole entire family. And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Are you the cook in the house?
We'll find out when we talk to our daughters who the cook is.
So no.
I would say I'm a cook in the house. I'm absolutely a cook.
So says the man who orders food and says I have it. Yeah.
When it comes to Italian, I'm Italian. So I cook. I whip up a great Italian meal.
First off, you're Polish.
Stop that now. First of all, okay.
But you're Polish.
I am not.
You're Polish.
I'm Italian. I recognize myself as being Italian. I am Italian, 100% Italian. I'm part Nobledon, and I'm also Sicilian. And my family came here from Italy.
Oh, yeah?
And
what part?
They came here from the foot part of Italy. The
Polish part?
The foot part of Italy they came from.
The boot?
The boot part of Italy. That's where they came from. Yeah. The audience, we have a live audience here today for the first time. Thank you to everybody for being the live audience. We're not taking questions from the live audience. If you'd like to be a part of the live audience, you can be here every Monday at 11 a.m. at Ray Catena Mercedes-Benz in the showroom on Route 1 in Edison. All right, look, I'm just saying, thank you to Lavodi's, so check them out. And by the way, they actually are now taking orders if you're going to cater for the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
So you can start to order all your food for the Super Bowl. So those are...
So you could cater and then say you cooked it all, just like one Italian Greg T.
Okay. All right, guys, so we are continuing. Let's move forward. Why don't we bring on our very first guest? Okay, we've mentioned her enough here today. My wife, Trisha. Trish, why don't you come on over to the podcast studio, and then we will, of course, I'll bring my daughters on as well. It's very good. Here she is. Here you go. How are you?
Thank you, Ryan.
Let me make sure. There you go. Are you, let's see. Make sure that you're all ready to go. Could you do a little test 1, 2, 3?
What?
Perfect.
Do I get a little kiss?
No.
Why don't you? Why?
Hi, Garrett.
Hi, Trish.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
That's the hard part.
How do you ask for like?
She doesn't do that. Like, we don't have a marriage where, like, when we see each other, we give each other kisses.
It's not like a game show from the 70s where the contestant
Where's
kisses.
that sound bit?
Yeah. I would like to have that, though. Like, I want to walk in, right? I want to walk in from a long day.
Like
right?
Love Connection?
Yeah, I want to walk in from a nice long day and, have my wife come up to me. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I think you need to find a new one.
Wow. Is it?
Come on, baby. How was your day today? I've been working hard, and I need a little loving.
Okay, moving on. Garrett, what'd you do today?
I feel weird.
What do you mean?
Like, I wouldn't even kiss you.
All right, how about that? All right, then let me
Garrett,
get some.
look at the beard.
Let me get some real.
Well,
first of all, let me get some real good mood music. Oh yeah, let me go take it off now. How you doing, baby? Give me a kiss.
Get out here. Get out here.
Moving on.
Enough of you.
All
enough
right,
of you.
all right.
All right. So Trish is here.
Look at Tina's face.
Yeah, your daughters are puking all over the Ray Catena showroom right now.
The camera guys are good. We're good with.
They're
looking at us.
Yeah,
we're good. All right,
they're puking as well.
Okay.
Everyone's puking. All right. So Trish, let's talk. Yeah, everyone's puking.
Come on.
We have a puke bucket, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Trish, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The 4 facial hairs that he has.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So was it one of those? He came down from upstairs, and you go, oh.
Oh no, I didn't even acknowledge that, Garrett.
Oh, like you and I both. You and I both.
Go ahead, tell him what. Tell him your look you're going for.
I was watching Virgin River.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to her, I go,
did he go, hey, have you seen the show?
Well,
so we're gonna get to that. But I said, this dude is really good looking. Like I can recognize when this dude's good looking. He's hot. He's like this like rugged mountain man, Jack. Who lives in Virgin River and has his own bar. Jack's
Who's
bar.
in the army.
Right. He was a Marine.
There's so many similarities there, right? rugged.
Has he moved on
Lives
from
in the
Nick?
mountains.
Has he moved on from Nick Lachey?
I still look like Nick Lachey.
Like an older version now.
I really think I really look like
Let's
The
get
Rock.
back.
to
Let's
be
get
honest,
back.
but
Virgin
anyway.
River. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, so we're watching Virgin River, and I'm like, dude, you know what? He looks really good. I'm gonna grow a beard. Because I want to start looking rugged like that. I want to have that rugged look.
So this is your new thing.
I think so. I'm going to run with this. I am.
And what did I tell you? You look more like.
She said I look like the Cowardly Lion from the
original,
Wizard of Oz.
The original Wizard of Oz.
And I need to get brave. I need to get my courage.
You need some
so I'm
courage.
growing my beard now to get my courage.
Maybe Doug Wells has some courage for you behind one of these doors.
Well, maybe. So the one thing is we've been talking about this today here on the podcast is how you got away with watching Virgin River for 6 seasons and never once told me, not one time, that you're watching it.
First, I don't know why I have to tell you I'm watching it.
Oh my God! Here we go with this whole thing.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, my
Garrett will
God.
agree. If you've ever watched something with Greg, or sat down to watch something with Greg, he immediately puts it on and turns it off, and now he's going to explain to you what he's watched already about the show.
You know what
Tell him how you watch Virgin River now.
You know what I really hate, though? Honestly, that she calls me Greg. Like, I can't stand it.
Get
Why
used
can't
to
she
it.
just call me T like everybody else?
That is your birth name. You cannot force.
You know, prior to us getting married, she used to call me T.
Never once.
Yes.
Never once.
Oh, yes, you did.
Never once.
No, 100% you did.
Gregory, never once.
Do you make your daughters call you T?
I already asked them, would you call me Dad T?
Dad
Dad
T.
T.
Be good.
Dad T.
I want my nephews and nieces, everybody call me T. That's it.
Dad T.
So, listen, what I want to know is, how did you get away with watching 6 seasons without saying anything?
Get away.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, you could have said something at dinner. You could have said
what?
Hey, I have this new TV show we should watch. I think it's pretty good. You'll
why
like
we?
it. Why not?
What?
So
Why
we can share it. Tell everybody
we
when
can
you
cheer it on.
So she would watch it when I left the house to go to work.
No, left the house, Greg. You weren't home. I wake up. You were not home. It's not like you left the house and let me turn on Virgin River.
There you go.
Greg's not here.
Well, yeah. Well,
Come on.
Those long drives she went on. I mean, she needed something to do.
All right, listen, everybody that's watching us right now at Greg T Live, I would love for you guys to comment about this. Like, you know, if you're watching something and you have never shared it with your husband or your wife, I want to know what that is and why you haven't shared it. Or do you think that Trish is right? Is it okay that Trish has her secret little...
I watch plenty of Datelines.
I'm never watching.
Do you want to hear about those?
No, I don't care.
How
about
the
that.
wife gets away with the murder?
You could surprise
I'm
him.
happy to tell you all about those.
I definitely no.
This happened in episode 2 as she's doing it to you.
Well, okay, well, Garrett, you're married. So what TV show are you watching that Allie doesn't know about?
I know.
Is there
Are
one?
you hiding something from her, Garrett?
Well, why don't you tell Allie about all your TV
Virgin
shows?
River.
No, we watch Virgin River together.
It's so good,
Sesame
Virgin
Street.
River.
Are you
Yeah,
watching Sesame Street without
Bluey,
telling her?
Bluey.
I do miss that when the kids were little. I do miss Sesame Street and all that. You know, listen, for me, I was already watching Landman, Lioness on Paramount Plus. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Bro, so good. Paramount Plus is rolling with amazing shows. Tulsa King, The Agency, they've got my attention.
Sounds like you're very busy.
I mean, I used to be very busy. Now I'm not very busy anymore.
please.
I am building a company. I mean, I'm building Greg T.
I think
Greg
you're
T.
doing more work now than you did for the last 30 years.
Well, when your back is against the wall, there's no telling what you can do.
Any more shows? You probably have some more.
No, I wrote them down to make sure I had them all.
I'm sure there's more.
Well, okay, listen.
Well, outside of the
Yes.
TV shows, everyone that's commenting right now is just they all are in agreement.
Yeah,
You married up.
I did marry up. Everybody that sees her,
Everybody is commenting.
they all do. Right? I know.
Trish is
I got
gorgeous.
lucky. Listen, I
Oh
got
my
very
God.
lucky.
Oh my God! I bet you that's one of my biggest fans. Frank is listening
Yeah,
and
Frank.
watching.
I
He did want to shout out.
Okay.
Frank.
Beautiful.
I will say thank you very much. I got lucky.
I honestly think
Look
I
at
have the
this.
wrong podcast partner.
So you know, I listen. Back in the day when we met, I was a young stud, bro. I was a young stud, and I was
Young.
I was reeling him in. You know, and she happened to be one that got on my hook, and I reeled her in. That's what happened.
You want to tell the real story now?
Well, that's the real story. I don't know how else to say it. That's the real story. Or maybe she was drunk. Maybe she had blinders on. Who knows? I know that we don't look like the norm. Like when you think of her, when you see her, you definitely don't think that I would be her husband.
Oh,
I
no,
get it,
not
just
at
by
all,
looks
yeah.
Not a
alone.
rugged mountain man like yourself.
I would have thought her husband's away on deployment right now, and
Listen, listen.
Maybe possibly even Italian.
There's more. You know what? There's more to someone than just looks.
Yes.
You know, and I've got the personality. You know.
Personality. Let's just leave it there. Personality works.
Many personalities.
Don't push it. Do not push it.
All right.
Many personalities.
Well, listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, my wife Trisha, thank you very much. Do you want to bring on my daughters and play a game, or do you want to wait till on the next side of things?
No, and let's make this a family affair amongst everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm staying.
Okay. Great. No. Well, if you want to go on to Garrett's side.
Oh.
But unless you want to stay right here.
No, stay right there.
Stay right there.
Stay
Okay,
right
stay
there.
okay.
Stay right there.
All right. I'm going to get a lot of criticism. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on episode 2, we're bringing in my 2 daughters, Ella and Jada, who are off from school.
They're already fighting. You're not even here, and you're fighting.
Please,
Jada's like, oh my God, I had to wake up this morning.
I can't wait till next week when it's just the 2 of us with some guests. That'll be great. We also have another guest that we're bringing on a little bit later as well. Let's all scooch in. The camera guys are telling us.
We're good. We're good, guys.
The guys from All Marketing, our camera crew here from All Marketing, are telling us to move down as they film us and stream us live today. You're watching us right now at Greg T Live on Instagram, and you're also watching us on Greg T Live on the YouTube channel, which is great. And again, thank you very much for being a part of the podcast, and continue to tell everybody about it and hit subscribe. So, without any further ado, here they are. We've got my daughter Jada and Ella. Welcome to the podcast, girls.
It's about time. We should have been on the first one.
What is it? That is right. Why didn't you bring your family on the first episode?
We've been here since day one.
Okay,
17 years ago.
Okay, good question.
For this.
Good question. So the reason why I didn't bring them here on episode 1 was I really just didn't know what to expect. I was really nervous. There's a lot of high emotions, and as you can tell, I'm completely different today than I was last week. And I just didn't know if I could handle all of that. There was a lot of pressure. And yeah, true, that they have been my support cast, without a doubt. They have been every single step of the way with me, but I just couldn't do it. First episode out, there was a lot going on in my head. I just
you wouldn't
couldn't
recognize them.
I couldn't do it.
All right, so let's talk to your beautiful daughters.
Oh, wait, is it game time? Because I have game music.
No, not yet.
Because I have game music ready to go.
It's about us.
It's about them for a second. Seriously, go test drive a car for a second.
Oh my God.
Jada, Ella, so I think you've gotten to know Dad pretty well over the last couple of months, right?
Yeah.
You've seen a lot more of him than normal.
Oh, yes. Way too much. Thank God I have a license.
What has it been like to have Dad around in the morning now? Because for almost, 15 years, you guys would wake up, go to school, and Dad would be at work. And now,
Very peaceful. I think that when I come down in the morning and Dad is sitting there and I have breakfast now in the morning. I never used to eat food for I went to school, and now I have.
He makes you breakfast?
Oh,
that's right.
2 pieces of rye toast with some butter in aluminum foil.
That's your breakfast?
Oh, she's eating on the fly. She's running. So I wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 after 6.
I don't get up till 6:05.
I go downstairs and I make her toast and butter.
So
I get her set.
5-minute head start.
What? I gotta get her set. I make the coffee in the morning. So I'm running around doing things for the household now.
In your defense, it is nice having coffee, hot coffee.
All right.
For 22 years, I guess, I have had to reheat my coffee.
Oh, 30 years.
Well,
30 years.
We didn't live together all that
Right.
time.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Maybe
sorry.
I should have. I wouldn't have been here right now.
Right. Good point. All right.
I will tell you, I do appreciate hot coffee. Hot, fresh coffee.
Like I said, you know what? When I come home, I should definitely get some kisses when I walk in the door.
Let's not get crazy.
That's why you have a dog.
I don't get coffee.
That's why you have a dog. All right. So to have Dad around outside of breakfast, what are some other positives of having Dad around?
Wait, also, I don't get breakfast.
No, but you don't want
You
the
only feed
no.
one daughter?
Oh, no, okay. So Jada...
You make 2 slices of toast.
So Jada
requested
requested breakfast. Ella doesn't request it. Ella comes down. Ella's routine is after Jada leaves the house to go to school, then about 45 minutes to an hour later, then Ella will come downstairs. But Ella likes to pack her lunch. He likes to do other things. She doesn't have time to sit there and get breakfast. And then she likes to go with her friend.
I don't have time to get fed. I don't get fed.
Her friend Julia comes to pick her up, right? So
Blink
Julia
once if you're in trouble.
So Julia will come pick her up, and then they'll go to Starbucks or something. They'll go get coffee.
I go to Dunkin' almost every other day, though.
They go to Dunkin', whatever.
Or Wawa.
That's how these kids are. Dude, I was lucky if I went to 7-Eleven and I walked to school.
Oh, here we go. Back
Seriously.
in my day.
I mean,
No shoes, uphill one way.
That's what it was like. But anyway, yeah, so I have been taking care of things in the morning before they leave the house. It's been fun to see what they do and be a part of their routine. Like, I never saw that. I never got a chance to
really do appreciate Dad when I wake up really late and Dad goes, knocks the door. You're gonna get up today? You gotta get up today?
I wake them up.
How funny you
She overslept last week.
I oversleep almost. I often a lot.
So you
bad.
got your dad's sleeping jeans.
Yeah, but don't worry. When I get downstairs, there's butter.
Do you snore
there's
like,
butter.
do you
There's
snore
butter.
like your dad?
No.
All right.
There's butter and toast.
Nobody snores like
No
Craig.
one. No one.
But I do appreciate Dad making my water and my butter and toast are ready still.
See, how nice is that?
Have you heard that?
Again, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff?
Again, they have not. They've never said thank you. This is kind of nice to hear. Them say
Okay.
thank you. Well, that's what they think about my beard.
Don't you
much.
dare.
All right, hold on. All right, so we got the good out of the way. Now, let's get stuff off your chest that you haven't been able to tell Dad until now.
Tell me.
What has been the most annoying thing about having Dad around?
Oh, I think you're talking about the beard.
Oh, that too.
Dad, what is there? There's nothing there.
It's going to grow into something.
Oh, it's gonna grow.
It's going to be super hot.
Yo, super hot.
It is.
Yeah.
First of all, I fear for you guys because when this thing comes in, when this bad boy comes in, I think women are going to be coming to me like,
Oh
I'll
my
be reeling
God,
them
make
in.
it
Take him. Thank you. Take, go.
All right,
I'll start
come
the
on.
interview process right now. First one in, you're hired.
Oh, my goodness.
I think
You asked for it.
All right, so Gaddy, ask me a question.
most annoying part.
Yeah.
Dad in the morning.
Dad in the morning.
Dad in the morning, and you get toast from the man.
2 pieces.
Garrett, I don't always eat the toast.
That is true. I found it in her car a couple of times. She doesn't eat it.
You have an entire loaf of toast.
I hate that.
Entire loaf of toast in your car.
I drive my friend Molly to school sometimes, and she'll be like, "The toast again," and I'm like, "It's again."
What else do you want me to say?
Wait, there was one time.
Do you take the toast to make him feel good?
Oh, my God.
Wait, but there was one time. I don't know. I guess she never took the toast. I got it. I was like, "Oh my God!"
You got secondhand toast?
Wait. I open it up. I open it. It's cold.
You got cold
Oh,
secondhand
had
toast?
like leftover toast.
That's what you get for being the baby of the
I'm
family.
I'm sorry that she gets leftover
I
toast.
get the second.
Well, that's right. She's the second child. If you're the second child, you always get hand-me-downs.
Oh my
It's what it
God,
is.
This is horrible.
Every second child gets
Would I
hand-me-downs.
ever?
Probably
Do
gets
I
better
ever?
breakfast
I
than
had
this.
2 sisters. They always
I
got like
ever?
whatever I didn't
You would
want.
make me real toast.
I would, LL.
We make pancakes. Mommy's make us
we
pancakes.
we did
Okay,
pancakes.
this is too much.
Fresh
It's like
for
family
the both of them.
Okay. Garrett, we got some business to take care of.
Sure.
We got some more where to goes.
Yes.
Let's go. We got to get to our sponsors
Have you guys
again.
heard of where to go?
Where'd I go? Where'd I go?
Where to go?
You guys can follow us at Where to Go on Instagram. It's WHERTAGO. Follow us today on Instagram, Where to Go. And if you've got a small business and you're looking to advertise and get the word out, look no further than right here at Where to Go. And we're going to tell you about all these great places to go. Where to Go. All right, our very first Where to Go today is Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn. We want to say special thank you very much to Pete, the owner of Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn.
Yes.
By the way, did you know that Aunt Butchie's of Brooklyn actually started out as a bakery? That's all it was a bakery. They didn't have restaurants. Now they have restaurants, one in Staten
How
Island.
do you go from a bakery making cannolis and cakes to let's throw napkins all over the place?
Good question. That is a great play. I love doing that over there. So yeah, for real, it was started out as a bakery, and then these other 2 friends came along that they kind of went to high school with, and they convinced them. They're like, listen, you have a bakery here. I love to cook. He loves to cook. Why don't we open up 2 restaurants?
Right.
And they took a chance on it, and they opened up. The first restaurant was established in Staten Island.
Yep.
And then the second one was reopened. Was opened in Manalapan.
Now, do you
on
walk
Route
in
9.
there and go, as an Italian, this is probably some of the best Italian food I've ever had?
It is pretty good. It's not. Listen, my grandparents, the way they cooked it, in old Italy,
Yes.
right? It doesn't.
Polish Italy.
You know what? Forget about it. I'm just telling you right now.
Are pierogies Italian?
Okay.
Gary, you should ask what happened when he got lost in Italy.
Go to Aunt. That's a whole other
He
story.
found his family.
Aunt Butchie's. Every single dish is homemade, based on recipes passed down from generation to generation. You got to try their hand rolled pasta. They're lathered with the Aunt Butchie's homemade marinara sauce. Which, by the way, last week I told you can now actually purchase Aunt Butchie's jarred sauce, which is awesome. Dude, it is so good, and it's like made from these really delicious tomatoes. That's a whole entire story story behind it.
So after we win a podcast award for best new podcast
You think so?
in all of the internet,
You think we have,
and we want to have a party, how many people can I invite to Aunt Butchie's to celebrate our win?
That's a good question, Garrett. If you're going to go have a party at Aunt Butchie's, their rooms will hold up to 120 people.
All right, so 120.
There you go. So go to Aunt Butchie's today. By the way, grab some of their dessert. Their tiramisu is still phenomenal after all these years. So check it out.
Just like your great-great-grandmother made in Italy?
You know what? I'm going to continue. That is where to go. That is Aunt Butchie's. Go to Aunt Butchie's.
You're not getting away. We're still going to find out what happened with the family and how you lost them in Italy.
Okay.
That's next.
He found his long-lost family.
Next week,
I'll got to speak broke English to them.
Okay, next week, I'll let you know. Okay.
I am Greg T.
Me, famous in America.
I'm famous in America.
Big
And they're just like,
time.
we speak English.
They speak perfect English.
And they spoke English.
Here is the reason why I brought this music along with us. Are you guys having a good time? Everybody having fun?
Wait, before we go to Prime.
No. Keep it up, guys. Please keep it up.
Come on, lower it down a little bit.
Yes.
Wait, so I never heard this story. So you went to Italy.
So so Trisha's family.
We'll get back to Prime Comedy Club in a second.
So Trisha's family that lives a large amount of the year in Italy, in a town called Lucca. And we thought it'd be fun to take the girls. They were finally old enough to take
Is that
trip.
where your dog's name came from?
Yes. That's why we named
Shout
the
out
dog
to
Luca.
Woof, 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 woof. I know
So
you're watching.
we went out to Italy. What did we spend? A good almost 2 weeks, right? Almost 2 weeks in Italy. It was great. And we stayed with her aunt and uncle. You can explain how beautiful the house is and stuff, overlooking the mountains.
We're going to tell the story.
It's
gorgeous.
Great.
Yeah.
This is what he does, and I think you guys know too.
Hence why we don't talk about Virgin River.
He
That's
starts.
why I don't watch TV with him.
He starts getting very descriptive.
Guys.
And like when he starts getting very descriptive, that's
I
when
need to-
you know he doesn't want to talk about it.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
All right, come on.
So we're in-
conversation. Wait, no, my turn.
What?
It's about us.
I love this.
No, literally, like a conversation with him will
Right.
go from 5 minutes to 50 minutes.
I
And I will
ping.
never get the question answered.
Is that why you only have toast in the morning?
Okay, so we're in Italy, and we had to rent a car. So I decided they were going to go shopping for the day, right? You guys were
Yeah,
going
we went,
shopping.
right, we went to
So
the
they were
shopping.
going shopping in town, and then I was sitting there with her uncle and her
Well, in
aunt.
true Greg fashion, we don't want to be part of anything until the actual activity's taking place.
I was enjoying the pool by myself.
right,
It
the
was
pool.
great.
We went to Italy. Greg's in a pool.
They got a pool at the house.
Perfect sense, right? Why go shopping?
It was too
Why
hot
go
for
to
him.
Bro,
Totally
town?
too
bro,
hot.
you're in Italy, the family that wants to go shopping, and you're going to lay there by the pool and stare at the mountains. Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not?
Because you're a mountain man.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
The
So,
beard.
It was getting boring laying by the pool by myself. I had nobody there to bother. So I decided to get the car that we rented, and then I would drive into town. And I figured it's a small little town, so I know where they're going to be at. So I drove into town, but I made the wrong turn.
We've never driven, and this was the first time driving.
We've never been in
from
Italy.
the airport to the house, and this was your first time
Right.
out.
Was this I got this.
Made a wrong turn.
Trisha, please.
Our cell phones don't work, right? Made a wrong turn. I am now on a highway.
Because he drove this highway his whole life when he was
I'm in the
younger.
middle. I'm in Italy. I have no idea. It's like the New Jersey State Turnpike, and I am on the turnpike in Italy.
With hay barrels, just hay barrel.
I have no idea where I'm going, right? And I'm panicking because now my cell phone won't work. I can't because we,
Can't read a sign.
I have all the signs are in Italian.
Yeah, what happened? I thought you were Italian. What, you can't read anything?
Well,
They
I grew up in
changed it a little
America,
bit.
so I didn't. Yeah. So anyway,
Things change once you leave the home country.
so I panicked. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. So I made another turn, and I'm in a neighborhood, and I see these people saying goodbye to somebody as if like their parents just came to visit and they're leaving.
Right.
And I jam on the brakes. I run back to this house, and I knock on the door.
Left your family in the car.
These people come to the door. They have no idea who I am. Zero.
No, we're not here. We're shopping.
oh, yeah.
They're out shopping.
No, he's by
He's by
himself.
himself.
And I knock at these people's door, and these two people come to me, and they're like, yes, in Italian. They're talking to me, and I'm like,
No, ready? Here we go.
Me famous. Me America.
You opened with them, me
I-
famous.
Pounding his chest like Tarzan.
I am Greg T. Right? Oh wait, hold on. This should be great. You know what? Let me get my parents' Italian music to play for this here.
All right, lower it down a little bit so we go.
So I tell them my name is Greg T. They have no clue because they're in Italy. They have no idea.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't know where I am, right? Like,
I don't know where to go.
And so I remember the town. So I said, me from Luca, right? So then he says to me, he goes, blah, 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 in Italian, Luca. And I'm like, yes. How do I go to Luca? I need to go to Luca. And then, the wife points to the husband, and she brings him to the front door. She's like, come on. He comes to the door, and I'm like, hello. I'm like, Luca. And then he says, and then he says, go down here, and whatever. But he could speak a little bit of English, a little bit. So he had a little. It was
better than you.
A little bit of English. So he was like, go down this farm road and make a right at the first, olive tree, and then you want to make a left at the other olive tree, and then go through this patch of wineries, and then you get back in the highway and head back to Luca.
Okay.
So, but they saved my life. And then, because I had no idea where I was.
You did call me. You used their phone to call me.
And I said,
right.
I said, help me. I'm lost in Italy. I'm completely lost in Italy.
American superstar.
So that's what happened.
Superstar.
Okay. All right, can we please get back really? We have to get back.
All right, let's finish up.
Please, let's get back to this. Okay,
This is where we move on quickly.
All right, really.
Because he's
Where
nervous.
He's nervous.
This is nervous Greg T.
Okay, here we go. So listen, there's a brand new comedy club. Have I told you about the prime time?
You told me last week, and I asked if you could do 5 minutes.
Listen, I am not a comedian, okay? Which I said when I went up on stage. I actually opened up. I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the roaring applause.
Yes.
Because they were like,
Just like here.
The MC, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to Prime Time Comedy Club. Tonight, we've got blah, 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 blah. Right? And then he goes, and now coming to the stage, you know him from Z100 and from KTU. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Greg T. And it was like this.
Crickets.
But I did hear a couple people like this. I listened to him. I know him. Right? So anyway, so I get up on stage, and I was nervous. My heart was pounding, It's very hard to do comedy when everybody's like staring at you, right? And I just said, look, I'm obviously not a comedian. Everybody started laughing. I'm like, what's so funny about that? Like, that's not funny. So I said, I'm not a comedian.
At that moment, though, did you figure, like, I got to keep going?
I'm like, I got him. I'm hooking him. And I'm like, so I'm not a comedian. And they're laughing. And then I said, I'm really more of a jackass. So I'm like, there's a difference between comedian and jackass.
What are the differences between comedian and jackass? This is where we build a joke.
Jackass, you fall down on the floor, do slapstick comedy. But a comedian knows how to deliver a real joke.
Right.
That's not me. I'm not really a comedian that way.
That's when you should have tripped and fell off the stage.
Okay. Well, anyway, so I greeted them, and it was great. They loved that I was there. They were very happy for me, and they clapped, applauded. You can actually go to Primetime Comedy Club. It is in East Windsor, New Jersey, and it is in the back of...
You take it right on Route 1 in Edison right now. You can go straight down.
Well, you can. You can go right down there, and the thing is...
Hit a few lights, though.
So the guy that's running it is pretty clever. So he frequented this restaurant called the Americana Kitchen and Bar, not a sponsor, okay? But so he frequented that restaurant, the Americana Kitchen and Bar, and he noticed that the guy had a back area that was never being used.
Right.
So he presented himself to the owner, and he says, I can get comedians here, and this is a great space for a comedy club. And the owner says, you can do that? I'll give you a portion of the dinners and everything. Maz, where you going? You leaving?
People have to work.
Can you hang out? I want to introduce you to everybody. No, come on, stay here. Give me 2 more minutes.
Come on, we got
2 minutes.
We got stuff to do.
So Primetime Comedy Club. So check it out. So now you can go there and check it out. It's like I said, it is in the back of the Americana Kitchen and Bar in East Windsor, New Jersey. Primetime Comedy Club. And this coming Friday is Mike Salona will be there, and you can check him out. He'll be there with Eddie Gallagher and with Vin Scarpa. And the doors open up at 7. Show starts at 8:00. And don't eat because they've got an incredible, extensive menu. So you order dinner while you watch the.
We're gonna work on 5 minutes. We're going to get a good solid 5 minutes for you.
Okay. All right. You know what? I've had enough.
Why
okay.
not?
All right.
Why wouldn't you do 5 minutes?
All right. I'll think about it. I'll give
Anthony
All right. I'll think about it. All right. Yeah. Let's bring him on real quick. He has to go. He has a job. He has a real job. We want to bring on another guest in today's podcast of Greg T Live.
You're hanging. You're not going
You
anywhere.
guys stay.
Of course. Why would you leave the best? They're here for me.
Okay. All right. Let's bring him on. Ladies and gentlemen, and we've all got them. The oldest high school friend that you've ever had.
No. You told me you were 5 years old.
We were like 3 years old.
That's not
or
high
5.
school.
We met.
He's super smart, guys.
You might have heard him calling into my various morning shows on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maz. Maz, everybody clap for Maz.
Hey, welcome
Maz,
to Greg
Maz,
T Live.
Maz. Guys that are filming, we're good? Maz is good? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've known Anthony, but I call him Maz. Everybody calls him Maz. I've known Maz for how many years?
Why?
What?
Did you explain why?
No.
Why we call you Maz?
Yeah.
Because your last name is Mazzucchetti.
Well, there you go. But you know that. But
Right.
the rest,
I'm sorry.
He's still learning how to do the show thing.
When you bring friends on, they're like let's tell every story about each other. Like I don't want to tell every story. You know?
No, let's learn one story about you though that we might not know, Greg.
So me and Maz met each other playing recreation soccer.
Soccer. I still have the picture at home. You in your little goalie shirt.
That's right.
it still fits him actually.
We were on many soccer teams together, and we stayed friends throughout all these years, and through high school and everything. We just stayed friends, and then we lost touch for a little. We lost for a little.
Well, because I was in college in Florida, and you were
bouncing around doing Z100 stuff.
Skateboarding.
All right, I was skateboarding, doing Z100 things. Fairleigh Dickinson, right? Not a sponsor, but I love Fairleigh Dickinson. Everybody go to FDU. It's very good. Anyway, so then Maz and I finally, we met up again, and now we go golfing.
But I think that's actually the best story as
What?
to how we kind of reconnected.
How did you reconnect with your best friend?
So you and your boy Skiri
Yeah, that's
were
right.
down at I was living in Hoboken at the time, and I was working in Manhattan, and our other friend Dankin actually goes, you're never gonna
Dankin, I know you're watching us, bro. I wish you could be here. All right, please. The doors are open.
Dankin's doing well.
Ray Catena Mercedes-Benz right here in Edison. Come on by, Dankin.
Not a sponsor.
All right.
So anyway, he's like, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, what? And he proceeds to explain how Greg gets this job, and I'm like, Tindorf. Greg Tindorf.
Just T. T's fine.
Gregory Tindorf.
I don't understand why everybody's doing this.
You brought him onto
Everybody's
your own
doing this
show.
stupidity with my name.
Anyway,
I just can't.
It turns out that he and Skiri were doing a bit down by the Hoboken train center.
That's right.
Train station.
Yeah.
And as I'm on my way to work.
By the PATH train.
Yeah. I don't know what. I think you're paying for people's fares. Or
No, I was giving away lottery tickets.
All right.
At the time, it was like, could you imagine? I was talking to my father-in-law over the weekend. Think about this. Years and years ago, it was a big deal if the lottery was like $20 million.
Right.
But today, it's like
Billions.
it hits $1 billion. $20 million. That's where it starts at these days, But then I was in Hoboken, and I was giving away lottery tickets to everybody that went down, down to the PATH train.
Right.
And along comes Mazzucchetti.
Out of nowhere.
And I'm like, Maz, what are you doing? And he's like, Tindorf. And it was like, that's it. It was like all of a sudden we just connected again. And that's it. We just never lost touch from that day on.
And then I would crash all of your sites.
And then he would, and then he calls the radio station. He likes to call the radio stations. He likes to act like he's somebody else.
He knows where you're going to be every
contests.
Monday now.
Oh, time out.
What? You win contests.
Am I gonna tell you the truth about that? You make me be other people.
It would be good to have. I like to have other people calling in. It brings on another character. So I always try to tell them, like, dude, you should call in and be this person. So I try to ham it up a little bit with them.
All right.
Well, you have a found audience. You have somebody that's going to call in as a character. Anyway, so Maz decided to stop by today here at Ray Catena on Route 1 in Edison, New Jersey. Again, the doors are open, and we're here every single Monday podcasting, Greg T Live, starting at 11 a.m. every single Monday. Are you enjoying yourself today?
It's excellent.
What do you think of the podcast?
I'm proud of you.
Yeah?
Yes,
See,
I'm
look
very,
at that.
Very proud of you.
He loves compliments.
Very proud of you.
Would you give me a kiss?
I'll give you a kiss.
I bet you he'd give me a kiss.
I just don't understand.
Careful.
You keep trying to pass this thing off as a beard when it doesn't even have coloring.
Well, it's going to. It's going to grow in. It's going to be a little bit of like a pepper color. It's going to have like some black hair, some white hairs. What?
You're just gonna dye it eventually.
I'm not going to dye.
This is gonna go away in a week.
Why do you think?
we
He hates hair.
He hates
hair.
He hates hair.
You nair your entire body.
I used to nair. I don't nair anymore. Now I get it waxed and I shave.
He brought me home from school one day and he's like, oh, I gotta shave. I can't do this. I can't do this.
He gets
you know
so
what?
panicky.
I'm gonna grow a beard. What?
How is that? How is your OCD not taking over your body right
because
now?
I saw
what is on your. This is not that clean. This
because
is
the
very
guy
all over
from
the
Virgin
place.
River looks so cool. So I want to be like the guy from Virgin River now. He looks so cool, man.
Yeah,
I think you're selling yourself.
Have you seen Virgin River?
I think you're selling your therapist short as to why you're not having like these anxiety attacks. That's what I'm thinking. You're not giving proper credit to the medical community as to why you're not having anxiety attacks.
This guy. Who brought Maz?
You let him here. He
I'm
was
your
about to go to
therapist.
work.
That's what I'm saying.
The man was about to go to work, and you
Oh
said,
my
"Hey,
God.
a few minutes. Here we go."
Am I really holding you up though right now?
Yes, but it's fine for
Well,
you.
where do you,
For
can you
it's
tell
fine.
us where you have to go
I
or
have
no?
a customer. I have a client meeting in 5 minutes ago, but that's I'll be fine.
Here in Jersey or Staten Island?
It's right around the corner.
Okay, so you're good. You're safe.
All right, let him go to the meeting.
All right.
I promise I'll come back and tell everybody all the stories.
We got
stories.
stories.
No.
We got more stories.
The doors are closed to you.
Gregory Tindorf.
Oh my God!
This is where he freaks out.
Okay, bye, Maz. Thank you very much for coming today, Maz. I do appreciate it. See you later. Okay, bye-bye.
All
Have
right.
fun. Later, bro. Thanks for coming by.
All right, so before we get into getting
gosh.
to know Greg T and his wife Trish via his two daughters, Jade and Ella, let's talk about TikTok real quick.
Let's talk about it.
Here.
I have a lot to say about it.
I heard you were in tears,
Why don't you come over
Jada.
here?
Were you
over to the
crying?
side.
Were you
Pause.
No pause. Were you crying? Jada, where are you going?
She's
To the other side.
She's going around.
She gotta jump
Jada,
around
were
with
you
the
crying?
camera.
Were you crying Saturday night around 11 o'clock?
Garrett, you don't. Okay. This is what my alarm sounds like.
Sorry.
You don't understand.
Were you crying? Yes or no?
Yes, I was
Like
crying.
full blown tears.
Like
Dad just grounded you for a month.
Like I sat on the floor and I looked at my mom and dad and I said, what am I gonna do? And Luca's barking at me and I'm like, Luca, you don't understand. And I just broke down, like my phone just shattered.
Over TikTok. It was unreal. She
You don't
sits
understand.
down.
Everything is gone, Garrett. Everything was gone.
Did you save anything?
Oh, I saved my whole phone.
Trish doesn't know what to do. Trish is standing there right
They're
next to me.
laughing at me.
And she's like, look at this.
This
And
is
she's
an addict, they're telling me.
she's sitting on the floor and she's crying that there's no TikTok. Crying.
But
Like
days
real
prior to
tears
this,
coming out, tears.
I was like, Mom, like, you don't understand, like, this is all going. Every night, I'm saving 20 videos at a time.
Were you
Save
screen
it.
recording or saving videos?
Saving. I hit save. Because I couldn't do it. I mean, videos of me and Ella, we were little. This is 6 years. This is 6 years of my diary.
Prime life right
diary. You're gone.
I would imagine that there was, like, in all fairness, I would imagine that kids everywhere of her age were devastated that TikTok was banned. Now it's
lives,
Ella, did you
though.
cry?
right.
No, because here's the thing. Because TikTok has been getting banned for like a year.
It was like false threats.
So I was like, this is not going to happen. Like, okay,
It
It was, though.
yeah.
I was the only one who said it
You were
was.
the only one in
No,
all of America.
I was.
No, so like when it actually happened, I just stared at my phone and I was like, what? And I go on Instagram Reel and I'm like, this is what it comes
Instagram
to.
Reel is terrible.
Hey, do not come down on
Switch this
Instagram.
up.
I love my Instagram. I love my Instagram.
Old. That's for old people. Like, no.
That's for old people? Bro, what?
Yeah,
Ella,
boomer.
Dad was
With
like,
the beard, with the
as
beard,
I was
with the
crying, I was like,
What?
No, look, no. This is called Instagram Reels. You like this video, and you'll get more.
Was he
like
explaining Instagram Reels like he
I
explained
did.
Virgin River?
it. Like I've never seen Instagram before. Yes.
Pause the
Yes,
Instagram Reel.
Yes.
This is
Whoa.
what it is.
I just found
Yeah.
an alternative to TikTok.
Yes.
Instagram
I'm like, I'm like,
Reels.
All right. I'm just, I for real, I want to level with everybody. Obviously, it was devastating to some that TikTok was banned. We all know,
Your
right?
daughter
You
and
even
dog were
watch
crying.
TikTok at night.
I do.
He'll
I
stay
enjoy
up
watching
till like
it.
2 in.the.morning and sending us
He
TikToks.
stalked me.
Stalks
Well, I want to
us.
find out what the girls are doing. I want to find out what they're doing. All right, listen, we have a game, and we're really running late here
Don't
today.
worry, everybody. TikTok is back.
We're running-
TikTok is back.
12 hours later.
We're running
10
late.
hours.
All right.
Let's play a game that you and I wanted to play with both girls.
Yes.
What do you want to call it?
Well, I mean, you pretty much sit back and we kind of learn a little bit about.
Hating on Greg T.
Well,
Oh my
get to know
God.
my parents.
Getting
Getting to know Dad.
All right, so we're going to play Getting to Know My Parents. Here we go. Again, we are live from the Catena Mercedes-Benz showroom in Edison, New Jersey. What do you girls? You guys have been here forever. You girls, when you were little.
Yeah.
I was in there when I was.
Right. They used to come here and climb around in like $200,000
This
vehicles.
is called manifesting over here.
Look at
This is manifestation.
She loves the vehicles. I mean, some of these Ray
you know,
Catena
one
vehicles
good
are gorgeous.
TikTok could get you that car.
Wait, Garrett, I had a 32.k million like TikTok that would have been gone.
All right, let's get to the game. All right, so Garrett's got a lot of questions for both you, Ella, and for you, Jada, and you guys are going to answer quite honestly who it is. Is it mom or dad?
Yes, we'll
All
start.
right.
We'll start easy. Who is more likely to yell at you guys when you get in trouble, mom or dad?
I think that mom will yell out of frustration, but dad hears something. He's like, "Pull yourself together." What are you
Dad
doing?
will yell at the tiny things and the big things. So he'll just yell. Mom will yell when it really is like
bad.
I find that to be a wrong answer.
No, you have no say in this.
That is a
Good
wrong
day,
answer.
What
sir.
is your answer?
Good
You never
day.
yell?
Good
Because that's
day,
a
sir.
big lie.
I don't find that I yell. I have to be like provoked. If the whole house is out of control and no one's listening, then I'll start to yell. But I'm not
You're
yelling.
a part of the house too, right?
All right, here we go. Next question.
Next question.
Who is the better cook?
Mom.
Well,
Mom.
You know what?
1000%.
I will give you a ding. You're right. I think I agree. I do like her meals. I think that Trish is a better cook than I am.
just redoes them and says they're
Well, I cooked last night.
Make them dry and like just bad.
Wait, I cooked dinner last night.
you know what he told me one
What'd
day?
you cook?
What do you mean? I made.
You heated pasta up?
What? See, he does this all the time, and he said
heat on the stove and put sauce on.
and he cooked pasta. You know what he told me?
I
one
made
day?
meatballs and sausage.
Grandpa made that, actually.
You took the things out of the freezer when Mom told you.
He
Jada
is
could do
guilty
that.
of doing this all. So one day he comes into work and he goes, I go, what'd you do this week? And goes, oh, I had a barbecue.
Yeah,
He had a barbecue.
I am the griller.
You know what he
I'm
did?
the griller.
He is griller.
He ordered barbecue and
Oh, yeah.
gave it and said
Do
he
you know-
had
do you know
a
who ordered it?
barbecue.
Do you know who ordered it?
Your mom.
My mom.
That is
Listen,
not a barbecue.
I cooked. I made the sausage and the meatballs and
You
the
heated up sausage. You heated up meatballs. You
Defrosted
heated up
it.
the sauce.
Defrost, which you don't even do.
I made the garlic bread.
It was bad.
when you have to
It was
explain,
bad. It was
when you have to explain this much, I think we know the answer.
And we had gluten-free pasta.
Mom took over.
That mom
took over.
made.
Here we go. All
Does
right.
your family not recognize the things that you do in your house? Please
right.
drop me a
I
message.
get rye bread with toasted butter.
Next,
And I get nothing.
Oh my
Next
goodness.
question. All right.
Yes.
Jada, Ella, you guys get into a little bit of trouble, okay?
Yeah, a lot of trouble.
No, a little bit of trouble.
Right.
Who is the first person you're calling that will not come down on you hard? Mom or dad?
I think it depends.
No, it's one or the other. Mom or dad?
Oh.
Who's the first phone call?
Mom.
You know what? I think dad.
Mom.
Oh.
Because dad, I feel like will twist the story to be on my side, so when he goes to mom, it won't be as bad.
Mom.
There you go.
he'll be-
I will say, Ella's right. Correct. Thank you.
Favorite
no,
daughter.
no one is
favorite
right.
daughter. Favorite daughter.
Get out of
I
here.
think that mom, because mom is just smarter.
Mom's smarter? What is that about? That's a whole nother episode. Mom is smarter? Are you kidding me?
Mom knows. Mom
What just happened? The whole show went off the rails.
It
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Who?
Mom is
Here
smarter.
she is,
though.
the wisdom.
What? That is,
Get out of here. All right.
So I don't get a kiss or breakfast. Wow.
that is ridiculous.
How you know
Mom
you're
is
the youngest
smarter.
in the house, Elle? All right. Who is more likely to pick up Luca's poop?
Dad.
Of course. I mean,
The dirty work. Give him the dirty work.
because you know why? Because the dog is now my best friend.
Yeah.
Luca, shout out.
Let me stop down.
Been here,
I'd like to
dogs.
ask everybody at home, how many of you that are watching right now on Instagram or on YouTube have a dog that your kids promised we're going to walk it all the time, we're going to pick up the poop, we're going to take care of the dog, and yet you are now stuck taking care of the dog? Because in my house, that's what happens. I am stuck with the dog. A dog I never wanted. Not that I don't like dogs.
Oh my God,
You
the dog.
love.
Wait.
Garrett, every night sweet us.
Every
I
night.
went up, he goes, good night, Luca.
You gotta tuck her in. Make
tuck
sure
her
you
in,
tuck
tuck her in, make sure she's warm.
He'll go up to her.
Because I
love
like
you.
animals. Because I'm caring.
Oh, you
Stay
love.
warm.
It's not that, again, I didn't want
We're
the
getting
dog.
another dog.
We're never home. I'm the one that said to them, I go, guys, we are never home. We are not a dog family.
And guess who?
And they-
knows
they
now?
both
She's home all the time.
Yes.
Now I'm home. I mean, now I am
All right,
home. It's
last
all right,
question.
But I'm going to give you a.
No, get out of here.
Yes, okay.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
Jada, Ella, who is more likely to keep one of your secrets?
Mom.
Mom.
That is so messed up.
Because dad will like accidentally say it then.
I think they're probably right. Knowing that Trish watched Virgin River and
I
didn't
know
tell
you,
me,
yeah.
I would
It's
assume.
crazy though. She watched it without telling anything.
Thank you. Speak it.
insane?
No,
My favorite child. My favorite child. Speak of my favorite child.
I'm just really.
Because-
Mom, help me, Mom.
because like
I got you, Ella. Don't worry.
6 seasons. Wait, you don't say my mom doesn't watch TV though. Like,
Right, she doesn't watch
like,
TV.
Well, me and I was talking about Outer Banks. So I was like, oh, I will watch it. I'm like, you don't watch TV though.
You know what she
But
does?
to watch
She reads all the time.
But to watch 6 seasons of a show.
Reading
You
is
don't
good.
let her.
When was the last
first
book
off.
you read? Like, I mean, that's all Trish does.
Okay.
Trish reads every day, non-stop
Reads and
reading.
watch.
Well, okay,
Make it sound like
Reading
it's a
and
bad
reading
thing.
and
either
reading.
read and not talk to you or have to talk to you.
I just want to know how many books you could possibly read. Like, enough.
Good
of
thing we
reading
got our
a
6
book.
for Christmas.
Off the Temu. Off the Temu.
She has a little screen where she's watching all of Virgin River in the books.
No, but Garrett, I don't understand how she watched
Right.
6 seasons.
I agree. Give me some. That's right. That's right.
Because
We
You know,
agree.
you
We
know
agree.
this man you call dad has spent most of his life sleeping.
Yeah.
That is so wrong.
After this, no.
That is
But
beyond wrong.
You're going for a nap after this?
That is beyond. No.
No, he's gonna stop at McDonald's first.
I will.
He's gonna stop at McDonald's first.
He'll get dinner. He'll get dinner for tonight.
I'm not even kidding you. I already had plans. I was going to go.
Talk about blowing. Who is more likely to blow up dad's spot?
Oh, my God. Listen, I did have an idea. On the way home, I was planning on stopping for a quick...
You said yesterday, I forgot your wake up rap at Dunkin'. You were like,
yeah, we were going
I'll
to
put
a
stop
dance
at Dunkin'.
competition.
Have you
It's
tried
early in the morning.
Habit? Have you tried Habit?
No.
Oh,
we
my-
tried Habit. It was good.
He'll
So
probably stop
good.
thereafter. He'll probably stop
So
thereafter.
good.
Hold on, no, your daughters
Wait.
are speaking.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Again.
No,
No,
because
but-
we were at Dunkin' yesterday because we had a dance competition early in the morning.
Oh, dance co- we have to go
got,
through
we
that.
got food, whatever. So we got the drive-through, whatever. So
And I
guess
forgot
Jada,
his wake up rap.
Jay, what? It's okay. I'm just gonna go to McDonald's. I was gonna go to
McDonald's.
McDonald's anyway
McDonald's.
after. It's all
And
right.
me and
It's all
I
right.
like turned around and I was like,
Oh my god, it's like
When was the last time you had a bacon, egg, and cheese?
I mean,
I'm sorry. No, I mean, no.
McMuffin?
Egg McMuffin. Yeah. When was the last time you had
Did you
egg
get it?
McMuffin
Wow.
from
Wait, did you
McDonald's?
get it, though?
No, I didn't. Actually, I did not.
He's trying to be healthy. He's trying to be
gotta get
healthy.
it on the way
I don't want
home.
to put on all this. I want to,
yeah.
keep. Right, my head looks like it's going to explode on YouTube. It's like,
God, the beard's there.
you know who I look like on YouTube? Like I watched last week's episode.
Mr. Beast?
No,
He
I
was going to buy TikTok. Didn't happen.
I look like you remember watching the movie Goonies?
Yeah.
I look like the guy that they have trapped in the basement.
Hey, you
What's his name?
guys.
Chunk or whatever his name is. I look like Chunk. I was hey, Ryan, my producer, the show producer Ryan. When we show this later on, can you put a split side together between me and Chunk? You could do that? Awesome. I love it.
Can we do a who wore it better?
Ryan, by the way, guys, you guys haven't met Ryan yet. We're going to bring him on. He is the Greg T Live producer of the podcast. He's phenomenal.
Clap it up for Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan,
him
for everybody, for Ryan, our show producer Ryan. We love Ryan.
All right,
We love
let's
Ryan.
let's land this plane.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to talk anymore about going to McDonald's? Habit. Have you got the habit?
Well, you already told me that.
I've never tried habit before.
Short-term memory loss.
He's like a
He is-
goldfish.
He's Dory. Oh my
like-
god, he's so Dory.
They call me Dory.
That's
Keep
you gotta
swimming.
put a side screen with him and Dory. That's what it is.
They think I'm Dory. I'm not Dory. I'm not Dory. So so last week I was out. I was meeting with some of my clients last week because I have clients now for Greg T Media.
Oh, yeah, he's a
and
big one,
so I was
big
meeting
one.
with some of my clients.
Going through the drive-through doesn't count as a client meeting.
What do you mean? Well, no. So I was hungry, and I was gonna go to McDonald's, but I decided let me go try.
Where are you gonna go?
Let me go try Habit. So I tried Habit. There is one in East Brunswick. Not a where to go. It's not a where to go.
Not a
Okay, they're
sponsor.
not a client,
Not a sponsor.
but I
Yeah,
did
it's
try.
not
a sponsor.
I didn't know that.
But I did try it, and I have to tell you, very good. Like juicy, great tasting burger. Like there, I don't know.
That's the next thing he's gonna make at home.
Burgers.
Hey guys.
Okay, all right. Enough of that.
He would put them on the grill too. Like he would put them on the grill already made, pre-made, and then take them off with the spatula.
Here we go.
Don't look in the garbage.
Thank you very much. Okay, please. Okay, thank you very much, girls.
Let them hang for the.
Let's shut off their microphones.
Oh, get out of here.
All right.
I will not allow that.
Hey, by the way, do you know? Have you looked at the clock right now? At this time, we officially have a new president. It is official.
Yep.
Donald Trump is the new president of the United States as of right now here on Inauguration Day, and yeah, it's pretty cool that we battled. We're battling ratings right now between the inauguration and Greg T Live on YouTube. We're battling that right now. But anyway, so there you go. So congratulations to the new president, President Trump, and there he goes. He's off and running.
Yeah, no.
And now the girls love him because he brought back TikTok.
Yeah,
Who wouldn't love him?
Well, my
Take
question is,
TikTok back.
I want to know where's CapCut? How come I can't get? I have to make
It's
videos.
owned by the same
I know. I
company.
do like
But-
CapCut.
but
I
it's-
do use CapCut.
but it's not.
Lemonade, CapCut.
I know, but
Not
CapCut,
sponsored.
it's still been canceled.
No,
I need
not
my
sponsored.
CapCut.
It'll come back.
I've got to make my video. I've got to make where to go. If you want to
He
go
wasn't
to,
distraught about that.
you got to go to
Were you
Instagram.
crying on the floor next to Jada?
All right, guys,
They really
listen.
did laugh at me.
We're
You
about to
should've
wrap
been
up
there.
today's show, episode 2 of Greg T live from the Ray Catena
did it.
Mercedes-Benz showroom.
We did it.
We did it?
We did it.
Okay. What do we do?
This.
What do we
Show 2.
Right,
2 weeks.
We're
of
about
this.
to wrap it up. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, if you'd like to know where to go, this is obviously.
Where to go?
Where'd I go?
You don't need that. No, let them do it.
No, I think we should just do it from now on.
Yeah.
Where'd I go?
Where to go?
Skip
Where to
school.
go?
Who needs school?
I don't.
All right, listen, guys. We got to wrap things up here, and let's dive into it and tell you where to go. All right, we're going to kick it off. By the way, our show sponsor, Danino's from Staten Island. Again, thanks to the Danino family, Mike Burke and his brother, and the entire family. Honestly, thank you guys very much for sponsoring this show. They were the very first sponsor to come aboard.
Yeah.
And Danino's in Staten Island, and of course in Brick and in Aberdeen. Check them out today. Garrett was brought up on Danino's Pizza.
Take a ride out. No matter where you are, look them up. Find some time. Even if you're an hour away, get in the car. It's an experience.
It's worth it.
It's worth
Oh, it is.
And it's one of those. It's not like the dollar pizza that you might be accustomed to.
No.
This is hot. This is
Right.
quality pizza
Oh, yeah.
that you'll go. You know what? I'm glad I drove an hour.
Yep. No, for sure. Yeah. So thank you very much to Danino's. All right, here we go. The Bounce Studio. I mentioned it to you last week. Very cool. This woman decided to, there's so many spin cycle classes that are available that you can go get. Yep. She has redesigned a fitness workouts. What she's done is you attach yourself to these bungee cords and you bounce around in these harnesses all around the studio. It's amazing. You have bungee cords, you have mini trampolines, you have aerial yoga. Can you do aerial yoga?
No.
Aerial yoga.
Wait, can you?
No way. And also the Kangoo jump shoes. By the way, in about 2 weeks, she's going to stop by and she's going to bring in her Kangoo shoes. We've got to try them out. Have you ever seen the Kangoo shoes?
I just, there's very expensive cars around here. You don't
think we should bounce around the Mercedes?
Your coordination alone with just 2 feet.
The truck next to us. What's the sticker price on the truck next to us?
I hope it's low.
No way. It's got to be close to 200,000. I mean, it has to be.
It's actually gorgeous.
Anyway, I think we're going to bounce around in our Kangoo shoes next week. So check out Bounce. I want you to go to bouncestudionj.com. You can tone your muscles in all the new ways possible with Bounce. It brings your cardio workouts to all new heights. I love that they're making intercom, messages while we're on. This is great. Anyway, you harness yourself to bungee cords, like I said, but she will be here in 2 weeks, and she'll explain more about Bounce. It's located on Route 9 in Manalapan, New Jersey. Bounce.
And it's cool to try something different.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Right. Well, everybody's looking for something new to do when they go to workouts these days. Everybody wants something new. There's like spin classes in dark rooms. There's these, all kinds of like sweat things. Ryan, our producer, you go to the gym. What fun classes do you take? So you just work out.
He does his thing.
All right, next week we're going to introduce you to Ryan, our morning show. I said morning show. Our podcast producer. We'll introduce you to Ryan. Girls, Ryan, are you single? Ryan is not single. Oh, so I'm sorry. I was ready to set him up. I was ready.
This is why we prepare.
You're right. Anyway, okay. So that is where to go in Manalapan, New Jersey. Check her out, Bounce. Again, and check it out at bouncestudionewjersey.com. Okay, this is very close to my heart. This is a where to go. It is Red Tomato Urban Pizzeria.
Did you say tomato?
Tomato. What's the difference between tomato?
I thought it was close to your heart. You don't know how to say the name?
Tomato. Who brought Ella along?
I did.
Tomato. I got a question I want to ask you guys. What color is a tomato?
Red.
Red.
Is tomato a fruit or vegetable?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a vegetable.
No, it's a fruit.
What?
Google
This
it.
is why mom's smarter.
A tomato's a vegetable. Tomato's a vegetable.
Fruit. Google it.
Red Tomato Urban Pizzeria. It is in Marlboro, New Jersey. It is serves the Colts Neck, Manalapan, Marlboro, and Monmouth County areas. Check them out. Open 7 days a week. They are also catering for your Super Bowl parties. So if you want some hot wings, or if you want, I don't know, what do you get? Paninis, wraps. What do you get for Super Bowl?
Pizza.
Red penne vodka.
How do you like the penne vodka?
Fridays, the best food runner around.
What's upside down?
If you want her to eat your food, then it's the best.
She loves the best pizza. It's tell them about the upside down.
Upside down. So it's like
at Red Tomato.
Your crust that is like thin layer of sauce to have.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have your cheese,
Right.
then your sauce, and then you're all like your seasonings. So good.
So there you go.
So
It's
good.
sort of like L&B.
But what if I flip it the other way around? Then is it?
That's
the
right
normal
side up. No, but you've had L&B Spumoni Garden in Brooklyn, right?
Yep.
So it's almost like it's a take on the L&B Spumoni pizza
Right.
is what it is. It's he actually just he introduced it to us this year. He didn't have it until now. So check it out at Red Tomato Urban Pizza. If you want to know where Anthony and Alex are, where is Anthony and Alex?
Red tomato.
Red tomato.
Red tomato.
We got to work on this, guys. We got to work on this.
Again, this is why we practice.
Right, you're like, okay, what color's the tomato?
Red.
Red tomato. Where are you going to find Anthony and Alex?
Red
tomato.
tomato.
Red tomato. They also have got their homemade sauces, baked ziti stuffed shells, eggplants. They're all kinds of different specialties. But again, check them out. The redtomatonj.com.
And they have salads.
And
Lots of good salads.
What pizza place doesn't have salads?
No, they have good salads.
No,
I'm telling you.
because like a pizzeria, if you don't have a good salad, it's not like a pizzeria.
Really?
I think you need to have a Caesar salad.
Good Caesar.
You need
They
to.
got that.
So
Like
a pizza
slice
place
of
is
pizza
good.
and a Caesar salad.
Do you think
They
so?
really
So
good
good.
appetizers.
I'm with them. They know what they're talking
You
about.
think that all good pizza places have to have good salads?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
'Cause what are you gonna eat with the pizza?
I know it's not like that back in your home country of Italy, but
You know, guys, if you're streaming us still here at Instagram or on YouTube, please drop me a message anywhere you can. And I would like to know, does a good salad make sure that if you have a good salad, does that make sure that you have a good pizzeria? I want to know. I don't think so.
all right. So Red Tomato Urban Pizzeria. Thank you very much.
Red tomato. What color's the tomato?
Red.
Red
There we
tomato.
go.
All right, there you go, guys. All right, so thank you very much. And last but not least
Before we wrap up,
is Juliet's Goodies. So last week we wore these shirts. I didn't bring them. Oh my gosh, I do have them, but I can't get to them right now. We have T-shirts to give away. Actually, tell you what, I will give away. How many T-shirts you want to give away?
2.
You want to give away 2 shirts?
Yeah.
Okay, so all you have to do is head on over to Greg T Live on Instagram, all right? And I want you to message me. You're going to message me. What's a good word? T-shirt.
GTL.
Make sure you're following
Message
first.
me GTL, those 3 letters, GTL, and I will randomly select 2 people to send you guys a T-shirt. Juliet's Goodies. I told you last week, the guy, what he did was he decided he didn't want to do what he was doing for a living. He quit his job. He cleaned out his whole entire basement and just brought in all these machines to do all kinds of screens and graphing on T-shirts. And now he's got this monstrous business.
Awesome.
And he's taking care of so many people by doing his silk screenings and everything. And it's called Juliet's Goodies. You can check him out at julietsgoodies.etsy.com. Juliet's Goodies. And you can find them on Instagram as well. So thank you very much for all of the artwork on our T-shirts. And again, I will send out 2 T-shirts. Go to Greg T Live on my Instagram and message me GTL, and we will randomly select 2 more people and send it out. So that'll be great.
You got a busy week, my friend.
We do. Oh my God, where are my manners? I got to tell you guys something. Wait, I'm going to be on the radio.
Stop hitting me.
Oh, sorry. All right. So wait, this coming Thursday.
Does he hit you too, like when he's excited?
No, he'll just run away from us.
So this Thursday morning, I have been invited by the local radio station, 107.1, The Boss.
The Boss.
Robbie and Rochelle in the morning, The Boss. And they even invited me on for this coming Thursday morning. They want to talk about the podcast and everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
So I immediately said, yeah, I want to be there. I want to come on the show for sure.
Do you know how to do radio?
I still remember how to do radio.
Or is the beard getting to
They're not
him?
going to recognize you with that beard.
You think so? You think they might
God only knows what it'll look like in 2 days.
So there you go.
Send a
So
security
so
to
if you
come get him.
if you want to hear me on the radio, 107.1 in New Jersey. Again, it's Robbie and Rochelle in the morning, and I'll be on this coming Thursday morning to talk about the podcast and so many other things that are going on. I just had a burp that got caught into my throat. Oh, look, somebody's in the shop for the car. Very nice. I love this car. I've been staring at it all morning. It looks beautiful.
Thanks for buying it for us.
They know who to ask.
You guys can stop by. We have a live audience here at Ray Catena Mercedes-Benz in Edison, New Jersey on Route 1. And I guess that's it, guys. That is episode 2.
You need like a going out thing you said.
We have that. Going out
You need
music.
the sound or something.
no, like
we-
something you said.
Right there.
And like at the end, be like,
Catch y'all later. Or
yeah.
What do I have to do?
Greg,
We're
see
working.
you later.
Greg T.
Greg,
Oh,
see you
Greg
later.
T later.
No, Greg T ya later.
Yeah, Greg, see you later.
Greg T you later.
GTL.
Sponsored by
out.
Ella.
GTL
that was
out.
mine. That was
Greg,
mine.
see you later. Sponsored by me.
Listen, next week we're going to have the owner of Eat Clean Bro on with us, and he's going to dive into whether or not GTL means Gym Tan Laundry, or does GTL mean Greg T Live?
I know the answer, and we'll get to that next week. Thank you for watching on YouTube, Instagram, streaming us on all platforms.
Yeah.
The last week has been pretty amazing to see everybody's feedback and responses. We do appreciate it, and thank you.
Go watch Virgin River if you've never seen it. You got to see it. It's on Netflix.
God. Is that
So good,
sponsored?
so good.
Not a sponsor. Thank you to Jada and Ella for stopping by.
Also, Next Gen Arena. Check them out. Next Gen Arena.
Ready, Jada? And we're gonna.
Let me thank your wife as well.
Right. I'm going to say thank you to my wife, Trish,
Trish.
who's been there for me every single step of the way. Thank you very much. I love you.
Ready, Jada? And we're gonna.
She pretty-
Greg T ya later.
Greg to you later.
Greg, see you later. I like
We all
that.
say it
Where-
time.
See you later.
Where have you been? They just said that.
No, I know, but it just sounded right.
Ready? 5, 6,
And remember,
7, 8.
1, 2, 3.
And
Greg, see you later.